All right, another week around the trash fire. Your host Matthias, along with the boy.
John.
Another week, John. Another week. More previews that are coming.
Yeah, I wonder what the previews are going to be.
We have a pretty good idea.
Do
When
okay.
have we ever guessed wrong?
Duh.
Like, 100%.
I don't even know what to guess, to be honest. Like because I knew we were gonna have some predictions. I'm like, what the hell is gonna be coming out? I don't know. Maybe you have a better idea than me.
I'm really well tuned.
Duh.
I'm pretty sure I'm 100 batting right now.
There you go.
But we got that going. Got some. I get. Nah, we'll talk about that later. We got stuff to talk about.
Yes.
And for non-model stuff, you know what we have to start with. We are in the month of Spooktober. So, of course, we got a new token and a model. And in this month, we are getting a Sternguard veteran, which pretty nice.
I low-key want to drive to a GW store and get this free model. Like, straight up. This is a very cool free model.
Enough to get you some variations as well.
Yeah.
But yep, we're getting the Sternguard vet. And of course, the coin of this month is the Crux Terminus. Nice little collectible coin there. I would be like John, and I think I'd go for the model. But I don't want to spend the gas money because right now gas is too goddamn expensive.
This is true. This is true.
And a GW is like, I don't know how far. I could look it up. But LA traffic, yeah, not worth it. If you have access to get to it, definitely go and get it. But for me, not worth the gas money. So that is our October month and model and coin. And I didn't want to talk about it, but why not? We are getting 4 plushies coming for Warhammer. Getting the Squig, getting the Nurgling, the Grot, and the Griff Hound.
Griffhound.
I mean, they're cute, but I'm not really a plushie guy. I don't know how you are, but
I appreciate plushies, but I don't think I'll be getting these plushies. I mean,
you don't
I
want to have
mean,
a Nurgling with his guts
I do
spilling
not
out.
want a nurgling. Nurglings are like dangerous and will eat you. I mean, so will the Griffhound, but yeah, I mean, good for Games Workshop. This is only I think a net positive, right?
Oh,
At least they're not the first miniature companies who have made plushies. I think War Machine had plushies back in the day.
really
Yeah, there's like a Shredder plushie, like the Legion of Everblight War Beast.
interesting. I did
Oh,
not know
yeah,
that.
but I mean, yeah, I mean, this is nice. Good for UW.
You gotta branch out, right?
Yeah,
The
exactly. You
models,
gotta
the
branch
models can only get you so far, which is
Yes,
why
you
they
need
push the codexes so hard.
yes. You need to expand your what's the word? Your reach to people who could potentially buy models by first buying plushies.
You gotta diversify.
Yes.
The old Warhammer dads would definitely get this for their little kids.
Mhm.
Get them while they're young. Get them into the hobby.
Oh yeah.
I guess if I had to pick one, I'd go with the Squig.
I'd get the Griffhound because it doesn't look weird.
Squig looks normal for a Squig.
This is true.
But yeah, that is coming next spring. So quite of the ways away,
Hmm.
but that's coming out. Now let's get to the model news here. Sunday preview. We got the Underworlds. We got the Warcry coming out. So first of all, we got Death Gorge, which was the Deepkin and
Slanesh.
Slanesh. Thank you. 2-player box that they announced a while back. This was kind of whatever. We got the Warhammer Underworld starter set, which is the Legions of Nagash and Stormcast Eternals from back. What was that box set called?
Oh, Soul Wars.
Was it Soul Wars?
Yeah.
Damn. So all the way back to Soul Wars.
Oh, back to Soul Wars.
That's coming out. Warcry. We're getting the humans and the undead ogres.
So I'm splitting this with Will. He's gonna get the ogres and the terrain, and I'll be happily getting the humans.
So you are getting it, huh?
Just at least just the humans.
Just the
Yeah,
humans.
split it.
So yep, that's coming out as well. We got the Warcry kill teams being sold separately. So the Cruel Boys here with the monkeys. We got the Fire Slayers and their little get up here. We got the terrain that we looked at last week. We don't need to say too much about that. And then looks like they're selling all the other war bands separately again. So we got the Ogre with his little Noblars and pets, Cruel Boys. I forget the name of the corn priests.
There's so many Underworld's war bands. Like I have not kept track anymore.
Skaven, Stormcast, Witch Hunters, the elves. I forget what they're called. Yeah, there's a lot. Of course, I could just look down here at this paragraph that just tells me Gore Chosen of Dorne, Hexbane Hunters, Shadowborn or Shadeborn, Black Powder Buccaneers, the Cunning Crew, Skitter, Shank, Clawpack, the Exiled Dead, and Zendir's Truth Seekers. There you go. Nailed it. I knew all of them all along. So we got that. Obviously, we got White Dwarf 493 coming out. It's going to have some narrative campaign rules for Age of Sigmar. As well as some new scenarios. Warhammer 40k getting Tale 4 Warlords continued. That's some Crusade stuff. Warcry gets a dose of courage and cruelty, blah blah blah. Not too interesting to me, but that is coming. Blood Bowl, we're finally getting the Corsair football player. He's finally making his debut. Black Library, we got Realm Slayer, Legend of the Doomseeker. It's not that's not Gotrek, right?
It is Gotrek, yeah.
It
It's
is
Age of
Gotrek.
Sigmar Gotrek.
Okay. And I don't know because it doesn't say Gotrek on the title, so I assumed because it was a Fire Slayer that it was Gotrek, but that's just me assuming. That's that. We got I assume this is the crime novel, Once a Killer. Yeah, there goes crime anthology right there. End Times. I believe this is the Lord of the End Times. I believe this is the end of the End Times books.
Yes, the final one.
Yep, I remember reading that back in the day. It looks like got Bandai Assault Intercessor coming out as well. If you're into the bigger models. And then of course Warhammer Plus looking a little slim this time, but we got Masterclass Painting and Lore Master of the Giant. So that is what we can expect for next week's pre-orders. let's jump right into the next story here, where we got 30k Horus Heresy mini drop pods. So hopefully these are going to be a lot more used than they are in the current 40k universe.
I hope that, oh my gosh, they're gonna be opener. It's gonna be interesting how they're gonna be built because I don't know if you built a 40k drop pod, but
I have not,
it is a
no.
pain in the butt. Built 3 once, so hopefully these aren't as crazy to build as that one. It would be cool to have that. I'm pretty excited for this. I think mass drop assault would be super cool for Legion for Epic, right? Having 100 Marines just come in on drop pods would be super cool.
What's the meme from Dawn of War? Legions and Astartes tactic Steel Rain.
Oh, Steel Rain, yes. Steel Rain.
Just have all the space marines come in from the drop pods and just
Oh yeah, that is
rain
hype.
death.
That is hype.
It looks like we'll have 2 variants. One transportive and then one with a bunch of missiles inside of it.
Yep. Death Storm missile drop pod will be available as well.
Let's see. You don't have to glue the doors. They are hinged, so they can open according to taste. Thank you, GW. I don't think many people were going to glue the doors, but there's always that one guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tiny drop pods are coming. Should be interested in see how that plays out. Is there anything else you want to add to the tiny drop pods?
Give us a release date, GW. When is that guy coming out?
Uh, June. It's gonna come out in June.
Oh gosh, that would suck. No, because June is AOS.
Oh
Third
yeah,
edition. Or fourth edition.
4th edition. Is it time for 4th edition already?
Yep. It is time for fourth edition.
Damn. And here I was thinking about just getting back into AOS. Well, moving on. Probably to the dumbest thing I've seen GW release in a while. We got the case. The skirmish case.
Yeah, new skirmish case. The Stormvault skirmish case.
I don't like it. I hate this.
It's better than foam, I think, but it. I don't think you can actually fit more minis here than the foam. I mean, I think at this point, like magnet based storage is kind of the way to go, especially with GW, because like I actually think GW models are sturdier than they seem. At least when they're standing, right? People say like, "Oh, Nagash will break," or like the Eidolon from Deepkin or is gonna break. Techless will break when you look at it. Like, no, they're pretty well designed and sturdy, but if you put them in a foam case and you shake that foam around, they could snap, right?
Yes.
So I'm just a proponent of just magnetizing them. So
When
I
I discovered magnetize casing back when I used to go to our local GW in the mall, that's what I always used. That's what I use for my fantasy, what I use from 40k onwards because it was just more convenient. I didn't have to worry about stuff sticking to the foam or getting broken inside the foam. Didn't have to cut out the foam to make sure that my model fit perfectly in it. Just stick a magnet on the bottom, put some sheet metal on the bottom of your case, and bam. It was already 100 times better. Now,
yeah,
granted, you lose that protection if you drop your case, but
just don't drop your case.
as the pros would say, just don't drop your case.
Yep. And even if you drop your foam case, they're gonna break unless they're like tanks or stuff. Or like I use the only foam I use now is for my Star Wars Legion, my Empire, because they're not very spindly. Stormtrooper. It's also hard plastic for the most part, but everything else is magnetized just because it works. I guess some vehicles for 30K. I use battle foam for that, but infantry, cavalry, that's all magnets. I don't think I'll switch anytime soon. They just work so well. They don't break unless you drop them. But again, like you'll still, even if you drop the foam case, the models inside will probably break, or some of them will.
But yeah, this
Oh,
is just a
yeah,
scrimmage case. So
yeah.
you're
I
only
mean,
gonna be holding, 10
I mean,
intercessors
I
or
think it does its job. The issue I have with this is it's less storage than the old one. You can physically put less minis here, I believe, than the old one because it's just smaller.
wait, did
There's
they
less.
ever release a case like this before?
No, no, I'm talking about the foam because this is replacing
The
the
foam
old
one.
zipper foam style. So the old skirmish case holds more models than this, at least at first glance. Again, I don't we don't have this yet, so maybe I'm wrong, but looking at it, it seems that it holds less models than the old skirmish case with the zipper foam.
I would say it does
Right,
because it's a skirmish case, not an army box. So
right. So yeah, I mean, and it's
s-
like it's funny because like, oh, the case itself measures whatever, which makes it the right size to bag up for an evening game. I'm like, there's 10 Space Marines here. That's like, sorry, there's 10 Space Marines and a lieutenant. That's like what, 400 points? Like that's
I mean
five
that's your kill
cavalry for
team right
AOS.
there,
It's like
right?
one unit. What's up?
And that's your kill team right there, right?
Yeah, that's a kill team, I guess. So yeah, if this is for kill team, it would be correct. But
Well, that's a skirmish game,
yeah,
so technically they are
technically
right.
you're right. Technically they're right. You're right. But for a full game, you need like one of these for every unit. You know, and these are gonna be like $50 easily. Even if they were $40, even if they were $30 per unit. No, thank you.
I mean, I get the little snap and stack cases from
Hmm.
Target. I mean, those go, they're a bit overpriced in my opinion. 20, 21, $25. I can't really remember.
Hmm.
But I'm telling you, putting a little sheet metal at the bottom will definitely be a lot cheaper than buying this foam case, and you can put
Yep.
more models in there.
Yep. Even and including the money you get for buying magnets and glue, like it's still cheaper than, and you could store way more than this.
Yeah, so GW, I'm gonna say you're gonna take an L on this one. This decision is baffling. I don't know why you did this. I don't know. It's just it's just so bad. I don't understand.
People will buy it. People who don't want to put in the work to magnetize.
Yeah, people will buy it. I mean,
Oh man.
I
And
just
there's things people don't buy from GW. Like when I used to work for GW, like there were things that people just didn't get. But this is one of those things where if you're aware of the alternatives, like the DIY alternatives, it's just way better than this. And honestly, this goes for most foam companies. Like I much just prefer magnets.
like they don't sell their old army cases anymore, right?
They do. The big ones, they do.
They do still with all the foam and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's weird because I just never saw it at the old store.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Is it online order only?
Bought that's possible, yep.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, because like I said, when you were working at the GW store, I never saw it there. But then
Oh
again,
really?
I never really looked for it.
We had them like at a corner.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, enough talking about the GWL, which is this skirmish case. We have another news topic to talk about, which is New Model Monday, which we're right back onto that Necromunda grind. You know, I feel like every time Necromunda is the New Model Monday, there's just lots of content to talk about. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is,
It's a lot. It's always a bunch of models and upgrade kits.
but here we go. Looks like we got ourselves a little psyker here. Psy Syndica. Another hired gun, and we got the classic psychic pose of doing their psychic ability. Fingers on the head, concentrating on a target.
This model looks so 80s. I really like it. I don't think I'll get one because I have Ash Race Nomads for my future hypothetical will be finished one day gang. But
One day
one day.
we will get another game of Necromunda in.
Yes.
We just gotta find the days where there's not a bunch of tournaments going on.
Yes.
But very nice model, very cool looking. I enjoy the aesthetic, but we also got these little cephalopods, spectors, and I like these. I like these little robots. Very just 90s would be what I would go with this one.
There you go.
Reminds me of the Matrix bots a little bit. But very cool looking model. And then of course we got the Vansar Ashways upgrade pack if you want to make them all Ashwaystian. So I do enjoy the headset here. Very nomad looking. But yeah, that is cool. So GW, good job. Necromunda knocking it out of the park like they do 90% of the time when we
It's
get
kind of
something.
cool that this upgrade kit is plastic, you know.
Huh?
Like this upgrade kit, the Vansar one, like it's all plastic.
Yeah, if only we can get other things to be plastic for
Yeah, right.
Necromunda.
Yeah.
But I don't know, GW just loves that Forge world.
I guess so. I guess so.
But that is that. Except there is something happening in 2 weeks. 1.5 weeks. And that, my friends, would be Warhammer Day. And we're getting reveals for 40k, for Age of Sigmar, Old World, and surprisingly Kill Team. I guess it's not much of a surprise. I guess an update is bound for Kill Team. But this update will be coming on Saturday, the 14th of October. Do you want to give your predictions now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, let's start with something that I'd say we both are very rusty on. Let's go with Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar. What are you thinking?
Man, I don't know. The next battle tome, which I forgot what it is. I hope it's something like, man, I don't know.
It's gonna be Bretonians. That's what it's gonna be.
No, it's not going to be Britannia. Oh, Flesh Eater Quartz. There we go. Yep, you're right. Flesh Eater Quartz. We're gonna see a Flesh Eater Quartz unit with the armor that was leaked. We're gonna see that.
Flesh Eater Quartz?
Yep.
Alright. Going to get a lot of love. Alright, Flesh Eater Quartz it is for Age of Sigmar. Old World? I want to say it's gonna be the release date. That ain't gonna be it. Because the game's not scheduled to come out till like 2026. So, if I had to guess, like I'm really hoping it's not gonna be just another generic character on a horse. I know Bretonians coming back is like a big deal, but I'm hoping for HD units. That's what I'm hoping. So some HD Tomb King skeletons is what I'm gonna go for.
It's gonna be the.
Otherwise, it's probably gonna be orcs if I had to guess, because we haven't really seen anything of the orc side.
I think it's gonna be the what's it called? The other leaked Bretonian Pegasus hero.
That's gonna be soul crushing
It's gonna be that.
to me. It's gonna be soul crushing to me. Well then, let's go with the obvious one next. 40k. It's probably gonna be Adeptus Mechanicus related.
Oh, really? Is
Probably.
that the next thing?
I'm pretty sure. Well, it's either Mechanicus or it's Necrons. I don't remember which one is gonna be first.
I don't find the roadmap, like the Codex roadmap. Gosh, where is it?
Well, it's gonna be Mechanicus and Necrons. They're the next two
Is that
books.
is that it? Okay.
Yeah. So if it is one of them, I'll just go with both. If it is one of them, it's gonna be the release of the Codex, the release date, and they're gonna show off a character model. That's gonna be my guess. If it's Mechanicus, they're probably gonna show off a new unit. That's what I would go with 40k.
You think a new unit for Mechanicus?
Yeah, because
Oh, here we go.
that's what
Yep.
I've heard. I've heard rumors
Yeah,
that
Mechanicus and
Mechanicus is getting a new unit.
yeah, what would Necron? I mean, they need one, I think. Necrons, what would they want?
They probably just gonna get another character because at this point in 40k, you might as
Characters
well have a character leading a unit for all the buffs. So it's
just
gonna be a character that will be buffing.
did they have any? I don't think they have any resin left, right, for Necrons because flayed ones are already
They're
plastic.
plastic. I think the only resin are just characters. So
Yeah. Ooh, a new trace. Oh yeah, there you go. Plastic special characters. That would be awesome.
oh, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to get the special characters, but I think we're gonna. I mean, if they give us an epic hero plastic, Trazyn for one, my
Yeah.
favorite Necron.
Or
Uh,
Imhotep.
that would be cool, but I think we're gonna get a new generic hero, new Cryptek or something that they'll just
A
make up.
what would be cool too are the Catan, like the Deceiver and Nightbringer remade because they're also resin. So having them in like as new models would be cool.
Yeah, I still have my Nightbringer still metal. Yeah, the Deceiver and the Nightbringer could use an upgrade as well, a visual update. It'd be cool if they could bring back. I know they won't, but if they could bring back the custom generic Satan,
Oh, that would
like
be
they did
cool.
back in 7th edition.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I doubt they'll do that again, but
Transcendent Catan or something.
you could just make a model and just have it be generic with whatever powers you want to give it. But enough about 40k speculation. That's that speculation. Let's go to Kill Team. Obviously, it's going to be a new season of Kill Team.
Tyranids and Striking Scorpions.
Tyranids and Striking Scorpions, huh?
Yep.
Is that like a hope or is that like a rumor you heard?
That's actually a rumor I heard was Striking Scorpions and Tyranids. I mean, honestly, at least as long as there's Tyranids, like they have to do a Tyranid kill team at this point. If they don't, I would actually be annoyed
Well,
because they're the only. Well, that's not like Grey Knights need one, Demons need one, Mechanicus.
well,
Actually, well, take it back. It's Grey Knights, Demons, and Tyranids don't have a kill, or in Death Guard they don't have a kill team outside of the Index back when Kill Team came out. So ideally, it's one of them, but considering they're the face of the edition, I would say Tyranids should be one of them at the very least, because they're one of the main factions, that don't have a kill team, like a real one. I
well,
mean, yeah, I
I'm
guess
going to go
Demon,
with my old gut. Like I
Catachan.
said back in the day, back when it was still the Space Hulk. It's going to be Tyranids in Catachan,
That would be cool.
and it's gonna be a jungle themed box.
That would be super cool.
This is the time. You know, they already have the little Death Core Krieg. Now that you just get the Catachan, everyone will go crazy over it.
Yep, that would be cool.
And then you put a yeah, what's his name? I was gonna the Rambo inspired character.
Oh, Sly Marbo.
Sly Marble. You put Sly Marble in there. And there you go. Box sold. No problem. It'll be very unfair to the Tyranids, but you know. That's the problem with the Tyranids, is they're too rank and file. You can't have I mean, you'd think the Tyranids would have the most diversity in their units, given they're supposed to be adapting to everything. But they're like guardsmen, man. They're just rank and file.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see some specialized Tyranid. I like it. Would it be Gene Stealers? Would it be Gaunts? That would be weird. Yeah, it'll just be interesting. I think it's cool design space to see what they would do for a Tyranid kill team.
Well, I mean, Kill Team is supposed to be the war cry of 40k. Okay, you got it. All you have to do is just make the models cool and different from the generic stuff. That's the whole thing. You want the models to look cool. I mean, at least that's what I want. I don't need another Assault Intercessor team when I have already, 20 Assault Intercessors.
Right.
That all look exactly the same as the one that they're releasing. So, there we go. That's our predictions. Obviously, we're going to be right.
Yeah.
We've hit the mark every time. But that is what I got there. I've seen you posting in our other group chat some God, what's that game called?
Oh, Realms of Ruin.
Realms of Ruin, yes. How you enjoying those screenshots, videos? I mean,
It's cool. It's cool to see the models animated. I think again, I've been asking for an AOS game for like a good one for the longest time, and I think this game will be it. If it's a decent console RTS, like I don't think it's gonna be Dawn of War. I think Dawn of War was a thing because of the popularity of RTS games at the time, and I think that ship has sailed, unfortunately. So,
well, yeah, there will never be a Dawn of War again. Just
yeah,
like there will never be a Dawn of War 2 again.
yeah.
And there will always be a Dawn of War 3, unfortunately.
But yeah, I think that as long as it's a decent game that doesn't have a lot of bugs, that its campaign's fun, the gameplay is fun. Like, hey, guys, doesn't have to be sorry, it doesn't have to be revolutionary. It just has to be fun, and I think that would be great for yeah, just for like the for AOS, right? Having a good RTS game where the models are animated, that would be so awesome. And I think it looks like that will be the case. I have good confidence that it's gonna be a thing.
Well, I mean, that's what we would hope, right?
Yeah.
I don't want the game to fail. I want the game to succeed because there's been a whole gap in the RTS scene since what, StarCraft 2?
Mm-hmm.
Because every 40k game that's come out has been a either hexagon, Civ kind of game, or it's just been a turn-based kind of game, strategic game. Nothing to the scales of Dawn of War 1, 2, even 3, if I had to say it. But 3 was just such a disappointment because of what demographic they were trying to go for.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm pulling up the Nidhogg focus for just looking at all the pictures they're flashing on right now. I want this game to be good.
I think it's gonna be good.
I suck at
Based on what
RTSs, which is, hilarious considering I play Warhammer the board game, which is just a RTS in itself. But since the board game has like basically a pause function, it's like a lot easier compared to doing micromanaging and macro managing everything.
right.
So even though I suck at the game, I do like playing the games, and I want the game to succeed. Looking at what little gameplay I'm seeing, it's looking like Dawn of War, really,
Yeah, in a good way.
in a good way. Not like Total War, which is good because they have its different aesthetics, right? Rank combat versus this skirmish combat. The Sigmarines still look just like the Space Marines from Dawn of War.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I'm hoping for that. What about anything else?
That's pretty much it for wargaming news
All right then. Well,
or Warhammer news in general.
yeah. It was a very, very light news day, but still
Yeah.
enough to talk about. But might as well get to the hobby rant section here. So, what have you been up to, my dude?
Just standard hobbying stuff. Working on finishing up a Red Scorpion. Started building my Cities of Sigmar. I think I'm pretty excited for that. Gonna do a mini league with my group. Just trying to get 500 points finished by the end of the month, just so we have some AOS stuff. At least some, get the hobby hype going.
Maybe I'll join you on.
There you go, 500 points AOS by end of October.
By just painted or
Fully painted and based end of October. Just 500 points.
all right, I can do that. I probably already have that, but
There you go. You can get 500 more painted.
get 500 more painted.
Mhm.
You're right. That's what I should do. But that's pulling out a whole nother case of models. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm ready to do that.
What would you paint?
Uh, Honestly, probably my Nidhogg,
Oh, there you go.
because I've had the Nidhogg for so long, and they're so easy to paint. Yet they're just there, not getting painted, and just being a part of my backlog. I could have my model painted a day goal completed if I just did that in an army. But been busy painting other things that have been keeping my attention, which is weird considering how much Warhammer I have. Haven't painted a single Warhammer model in a
Yeah.
while.
There's all like Showers of Brimstone and stuff.
Yeah,
There you go.
because it's what I'm having the most fun with, right?
Yeah, that's important.
It's hard when in the 40k right now, where kind of just waiting for your codex to drop to know what you need to do.
Yeah.
And given that I said I was going to be playing Eldar, I feel like that book is either going to come out sometime later next year. Probably in the mid-year. Because I don't know how much rebalancing they're going to do with that, but until then, I mean, I can't really paint much of my Eldar other than if I wanted to repaint it. Oh, Shadows Brimstone's what I've been up to. But yeah, what else were you doing? I cut you off. So So you're doing your AOS League, finish your Scorpions. Anything else?
Technical difficulties there.
Oh, did I lose you?
Yeah, my internet, my computer just kind of flipped itself, but I'm on my phone, so back, back on the chat.
I see. Yeah. So I cut you off a bit there, but did you have anything else you wanted to add to your?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I got some 3D prints of the Inquisitors for Legion, so I'm gonna start try paint those up and try them out because it is such like a hype kill that they're out next year. I mean, yeah, it's October, but it's like 3 months before January, and they won't even be out January. They might be out like February or late January. It's like that's a long time. So yeah, I'm getting those, printed the cards out, gonna start playing with them. Got some Dark Angels because I'm gonna do Dark Angels for 30K just because I need that fix. I can't. It's been too long since I painted a Horus Heresy Marine.
Yeah. Well, I think I've decided that I probably will get into Epic.
There you go. Salamanders or Thousand Suns.
Um, I think I will pick the Salamanders if I had to pick a Legion,
Yeah, there you go.
just because I really like fire, and that's the whole Salamander thing.
Fire and Melta.
So I'm gonna have to go Salamanders.
Do it.
I'm
Do it.
sorry. I'm sorry, Dorn. I have to betray you because
Uh-huh.
your Black Templars aren't out yet. So I get it. Can't go with you on this one.
No yellow. No painting legions of Marines in yellow.
Yeah, that's also a pain in the ass to do. So yeah, I've decided I'll probably get into Epic 30K. I'll give it a shot. See if I enjoy it.
It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be easy to paint because they're so tiny. You know, you paint the model, paint the shoulder pads black, paint the gun silver, wash the thing, bam, you're done.
Yeah, that's also a major plus is the fact that it will be super easy to paint, super easy to
Mm-hmm.
store.
Yeah,
Probably get a little more complicated when I buy Titans, but
right,
other than
right.
that, it should be simple enough,
Oh yeah,
and it would be pretty cool to have a epic game.
it's funny too because like Epic 30K. I was thinking about this. Like, you're forced to be fully painted because everything's a Marine. So if it's not painted, it's just like, oh, where's my guys? Where's your guys?
Yeah, well, I mean, being painted is always
Yeah.
always a good thing to do.
Oh yeah, definitely some narrative games you could do too. Like if you're doing Salamanders, there's always Isvan 5. You know, I mean they get massacred there, but you could always play out a scenario about like them punching through and escaping. You know, because a lot of them do escape that battle, even though a lot of them get demolished.
It's fun. But yeah, so that's what I'm deciding next. Of course, gotta wait for the game to actually come out.
Right.
So that's on the back burner. I've been painting up again some Shadows of Brimstone. Should find me on Twitch. I've been doing some painting streams there. Chilling, relaxing, talking to people. Uh, Other than that, I mean, what did I do? Oh yeah, we played some Shadows of Brimstone last week, last gaming day. That was fun. I think we're doing the Viking setting on this one, and I think they've balanced it out enough to where we're not party wiping on the first scenario.
That's good.
So, but it is nail biting at times.
I'm
Like
sure.
like this last game we did, we had to hunt down trolls, right? They came to our camp, ransacked everything. Had to go hunt them down. And it was funny because, they throw rocks at you, which ignores your armor. Having a couple close calls there of almost dying. And then we fought a hellbear, which was probably the hardest monster we had to fight that day.
Ooh.
Because every attack you did, it would heal up. It would heal up for every attack you do to it.
That seems like a pain.
So, if you didn't do any damage, base attacks you get 2 attacks. It'll just heal up two wounds because you attacked it twice. And it was just a pain in the ass to kill. But we managed to do it. We went down a lot. We got knocked out a lot on that battle, but we did it.
Yay.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Maybe one day I'll just record one of our sessions. And I'll just upload it so everyone can just see what it's like to play Shadows of Brimstone. It's a fun game. Highly recommend it. But yeah, other than that, been painting. I don't know what I'm gonna do this week. Plans are a little up in the air right now. But here I just continue painting all my Shadows of Brimstone, get all this crap off my desk. So I can, move my mouse and my keyboard around. Because it's just so cluttered. But that's what I've been up to. There was something I wanted to talk about. I can't remember now. So I guess it wasn't that important.
You'll remember.
I'll remember when we hit the end record of this podcast, and I'll be like, God damn it. Next stream. And then I won't bring it up. But anyways, I think we could call it here. I'd like to thank everyone who made it to the end. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.